Hello, everybody.
Hi.
That's usually how we start.
Great.
With salutations,
Greetings.
greetings. We're at Game Storm in Portland, Oregon, and it's amazing time, amazing weather, normal Portland weather.
It is the best board gaming weather. This is part of the secret
It
of
is
the
the best board gaming
Northwest
weather.
is
It's very
rainy, gray days are perfect
rainy and
for
foggy.
game playing, game designing, and just all sorts of game activities.
Yeah. So, who we're here with is Tim Eisner.
Hello.
If you were on Twitch Gaming's stream on what was that Friday?
Friday.
No,
Monday.
Wednesday, Monday. One of those days.
Previous day.
Back there. He was talking about his game Grim Forest, the Grim Forest, not Grim Forest, because Grim Forest is another Kickstarter that has failed.
Yes.
Did you see that on there? Like I was searching for it.
We did, yes.
Oh, yeah,
that came up while we were getting ready for the Kickstarter.
So you put the in front of it.
So we put the in front of it. The Kickstarter didn't fund, and it was for a video game, so we were like, okay, it's pretty different. But
yeah,
the Grimm Forest has a nice, nice ring too.
It does. So what we got here is we got a gameplay. We're gonna do a two-person gameplay video of the Grimm Forest.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking about the two-player game, so it's great that we can do this, Spencer.
Yeah.
Because the two-player game works really well. Like the game was originally designed with the number of 3 in it because it was based on the 3 little pigs. But as I kept building it, we worked with 2-player and 4-player, and it works really well at all the player counts. And so I'm excited to show off how it keeps the game really tense and exciting with 2 players, a really head-to-head battle. So Spencer and I are excited to.
Yeah, we're super excited. Yeah. So without further ado, I think we should get playing.
Let's do it.
See that? Yeah. Let's see if I remember my buttons here. And obviously it didn't work. Technical difficulties already.
Hey.
And here we go. Some lag between there. There we go. It popped up. We're running through a capture card, so it's a little bit of delay, but we'll handle it. How's the audio, Steven? Was it good? Cool. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Good to go.
Great.
Let's talk about Grim Forest. It's on Kickstarter right now, correct?
It is currently on Kickstarter. We are well overfunded, doing great, have a ton of people joining us for this campaign, so it's very exciting. We've been able to add a lot of new content and different stretch goals, some new minis, lots of new friends and Fable cards, and it's just the game is looking great and getting better every day. So I couldn't be more excited. Check it out, the Grim Forest on Kickstarter, and let me run you through the basic rules of the game.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely do
that. In this game, we're each one of the nieces or nephews of the 3 little pigs. We're their descendants, and there's been a competition. The king is holding a competition to build some new houses to see who's the greatest house builder in the land. And so we're going to be trying to build our houses. And the way we do that is we need to go to these areas, the fields, the forest, or the brickyard, to gather resources. And so at the start of each round, we will have the gather phase where we'll choose one of these 3 cards. So you can use your gather brick, gather wood, or gather straw. And we'll each choose secretly where we're going to go, placing that card face down. Once we've both chosen, we'll reveal that card and move our pig to that location. So we'll say that you went to the straw.
Okay.
Our pigs are both alone, so we're each going to gather all the resources in that area. If, for example, we'd both gone to the straw, we would have to split those resources. You would get 2, I would get 2, and the leftover one, it stays there for next round. So that's the basic concept of the gather phase. And then we go to the build phase. And the build phase, we spend those resources to build our houses. You can see these little house sections here. You need to build the floor, the walls, and the house and the roof of each house section. And those have different costs. All the floors cost 2 of the appropriate resources. So 2 straw for a straw floor, 4 for a wall, so 4 straw for a straw wall, and 6 for the roof. In the build phase, you get 2 actions, so you can do the same action twice or different actions. You can build, you can just gain 1 resource if you're running low or need something extra to do a build section, or you can draw one of these Fable cards. And the Fable cards are where the game gets really interesting in that during the gather phase, you can play one of these Fable cards face down with your gather card, and these will have an effect on the outcome of the gather. So some will give you a bonus if you're alone, some will give you a bonus if you're with other people, some will negatively affect other people. there's a wolf in there, you can send to some resource areas which will steal all the resources. So if I can correctly guess where Spencer's going, I could maybe send the wolf to him and hurt him.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, no, you're definitely going to do that.
Yeah, so get ready for that. So you can play one of these Fable cards each time. And then the last thing about the game, before we can get started, is whenever you build a wall, a new friend will come and join you. They'll be like, hey, your house is almost done. I want to come help you out. So you get to draw one of these friend cards. Mm-hmm. And these are other fairy tale characters, classic characters. So there's Snow White, Goldilocks, all sorts of characters, Puss in Boots. And you can have one friend in play at a time. So that will go into play next to your player mat. And we can each have one in play. So if I have a friend already and I draw a new friend, I can either replace my friend and keep the new one, or I can replace your friend. Say you have a friend I don't like, a friend that's causing me problems. I can send my friend over to you, bump your old friend out of the way. So that's the way that you can you can knock people's friends out, but you have to give them another friend while you're doing it. So it's not too mean. Okay, great. And so that's the basic gameplay. In the two-player game, there's a few different things that happen. So, well, actually, there's only one major difference. The major difference is that there is a non-player character. Prince Regal is out here trying to mess up our plans. He himself wants to be, he's the son of the king. He wants to be the greatest builder himself. So each round, he is going to randomly select one of these cards, and he will come out and just take half the resources. So if he went to brick, he would just take half, and then he would leave. He would not be there, so he's not going to interact with our Fable cards, but he's just going to diminish one area. So it concentrates the gameplay more on these two areas. You could still go there. Maybe you have a Fable card or a friend who helps you for being alone, but it's less likely you're going to want to go there. So there's more focus on these areas, which keeps it more tense. So that's the basic overall gameplay. So I think we can just get started. And if you have any questions, we can just get into it as we go. So to get started, first round, we'll flip up Prince Regal, see where he's headed to.
Okay.
He is going to the brick, so and he takes one of these bricks. That's gone. And now we are just going to choose where we're going to go. In the first round, we haven't built any of our houses. We don't have anything started, so there's not really any information. This is just a pure mind game of like, oh, there's 5 straw, 4 wood, only 2 bricks. So if I think you're going straw, I can go there and we'll just split it. Or maybe I want to get started on my wood house.
And the winning condition of this is you had to have 3 different houses, correct?
I should tell you how to win the game before we start playing.
Or three houses.
So you have to have 3 houses. Yeah, it's not 3 different houses. You can have any 3 houses. You can build 2 straw houses or 3 if you get enough straw, but you can't start a second house until you have the first house of that type finished. So you can't start a second straw house until you have 1 straw house complete. You could start working on a wood house at the same time, but you can't just buy.
You can't have like 2 bases.
You can't buy all the straw bases and be like, okay, I own straw now. And so that's the way you win the game, is the first player who completes 3 houses. And at the end of the game, if by some chance we both finish 3 houses on the same turn, then the player who has the strongest houses, the sturdiest, best houses, which go brick, wood, and then straw, will win. So that's sort of the first tiebreaker. And there's also a big bad wolf in this Fable deck that can blow down houses, except it cannot blow down brick houses, obviously, as it's the big bad wolf.
It's big bad wolf. You can only sneak in and get with grandma and
he can
eat all the goodies.
He can blow down a straw house, or but he can just go inside the brick house and hang out. One other thing that I should mention is that you'll notice the field has 5 straw, wood has 4 wood, and then there's 3 brick each time. And so there's more of this resource available, but that might be more demand that we're going to go there.
Okay. But the brick is the strongest.
The brick is the strongest and the most valuable, and it might build up over time. So so when you choose, maybe you're like, man, I want to get that 5 straw. Who knows if Tim's going there? Okay. I'll give you a hint. I'm probably not going for that brick this first time.
Because the Regal.
Because Regal went there, there's only 2. So we'll just each choose in secret where we're going to go.
Okay. And we get these all the time. Like, once we go to the brickyard, can we go to the brickyard the next time?
Yes. So your gather cards, you always have them available unless something weird happens, some card that affects them. But you will always have them available and be able to choose any one. All right. So then we will reveal.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, and then we'll move our Pick to the corresponding location.
To the opposite of what our figurines have.
Yeah, we're switching it up, mixing it up. I'm taking
some resources.
my side, the woodlot. We're alone, so we each get all those resources.
Okay.
You can take them back here. There's little spots in your player board, little fun areas. And then we can bring our guys back.
Okay.
Once we get into some more of the Fable cards, knowing where our guys are, there'll be more effect there. And then we go to the market phase. I'll be the starting player. I have the Tome of Stories here, and I have 4 wood. So my first action, I'll build my floors. So I pay 2 wood for my wood floors. And then I will also, as my second action, I'll grab a Fable card.
Okay.
So now it's your turn. You get 2 actions.
Of the actions you could build,
you can take 1 resource of any type, or you can take 1 Fable card.
Or take a Fable. Okay. Cool.
You have to start from the ground up.
You do have to start from the ground up. Yes, you will have to build your floor first.
I will build my roof.
It's straw.
It's straw. Same sort of thing. Keep lifting it. Maybe there should be a friend that lets you build your. I don't know which friend
build
that
your house
would be.
backwards.
The old woman who lived in the shoe, maybe.
Yeah. So each of the Fable characters and the friends are all based upon fairy tales.
They are all fairy tales. Yeah, this is fairy tales through and through. And there's, it's mostly Grimm fairy tales, but there have been some other rogue elements who've come in from other characters. There's Robin Hood shows up here and there. There's some Hans Christian Andersen characters.
Okay. Looking at these areas too, the Fields, Forest, Brickyard, underneath it says first builder award. So the first person that builds a house, do they get that? And it's a special bonus?
Yes, okay. That's great. So Spencer, you are really helping me explain this game.
Yes,
so probably which is great. So the first builder award, the first player who constructs a straw house will get this award.
Okay.
Same with wood, same with brick. They're all the same. When you construct this, you get to choose either to gain a new friend, gain 2 fables, or get 1 of each resource.
Okay.
So that's your choice of what you want to do when you go there. Maybe I can explain that again real quick. So the first builder award, if you're the first player to construct a house of that type, the first straw house, you will get this bonus and can get a friend, 2 fables, or 1 of each resource. Great.
Cool.
So
yeah. Okay, so I still have my 2 actions.
You have your 2 actions.
Okay.
Just gathering information
right
now.
I will take a fable.
Mm-hmm.
Is it important to gather, because like you said, you get 1 of each resource. Why would you want to have straw after you've already built your straw house?
Great. So you only need 3 houses to win, but you might at some point start building a 4th house. In case, because if I know that Spencer just needs wood to win, I can concentrate all my efforts to block him from getting that wood. So you might, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes you're able to just get all 3 done, but it can be useful to be able to specialize. And there's a couple friends who let you, transmute straw into gold and do some other things like that.
Okay.
The bases are worth, how much is it to purchase a base?
2.
2, okay, so I will put this back and get 3
2, 4, 6
resources. I
Yep.
guess I'll stick it right there. Huh?
Great, yep. So then we can we'll reload the resources, and I don't think I mentioned this, but the resources that are out there will stay out there. So now you'll see that we have 5 brick in the brickyard, and 4 and 5, so it changes it up a little bit.
And how much does the Regal take whenever he lands?
He will take half of it.
Rounded down?
Rounded down,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So that's the end of the build phase. You did your 2 actions. You will be the starting player this round, and we'll shuffle old Regal up and see what he is about. He is going to the woodlot. He's taken half that wood. And so now we are 5 straw, 2 wood, and 5 brick. So, and getting your, I'm not going to influence your play here, but getting your straw walls built can be pretty helpful, because then you get a friend right away.
Okay.
So I have some information that I'm like, ooh, I think he might want to go there and get some more straw. You can also just gain 1 straw as an action, though. So you might not be on that track.
So it goes 2, 4.
2, 4, and then 6.
2, 4, 6 as we go up. Okay.
Yep.
That's easy to remember now.
Okay. I'm going to play a gather card, and then I'm going to play a fable card, and you just set it right on top. So fable cards are revealed first.
And then fable cards are like a free action kind of?
They're a free action, or they're a bonus. Some will say, like, if you're in the same area as a player, gain 2 fable cards per player. Or if you're alone, get this bonus. So they sort of add to that guessing double-think element.
Okay. I think I will just stick with my gather card.
Yeah, okay, so then we'll reveal in player order our fable cards before you say where you're going, because this might be a wolf, and then I choose where it goes.
Oh, okay.
It's not. So this card is a friendly game, and this says end of the gather phase. Take 2 resources of your choice from each opponent at your location. So I'm hoping I'm where you're at, and then we can do a little gambling with some great dice.
Let's see where we're at. Oh. No.
Okay, you switched it up. Switched it up. Okay, great. So I go there.
And I go to the forest.
Forest. I am not with any players, so this is just discarded. Has no effect. And then we'll gain our resources.
Cool.
And you will do your build actions first.
Okay. I think I'm gonna build the base of the wooden shack.
Yeah, the wooden shack.
Wooden shack.
Get that going, and then you get 1 more action.
I am going to then. I'll take a straw.
Okay, get set.
Yeah.
Get ready, and I will.
There's a lot of brick there.
There's a lot of brick going on. Hopefully, there's no like wolves come out or anybody. I'm gonna build my straw floor as well, and then I will. So I get 3 change, and I will gain another one of these fable cards.
This is a game that I could see working very well with like those little pewter and clay pieces from like Jamie.
Totally.
Stegmaier.
Yeah, definitely. So since there's already a lot of those on the market, that we decided we'd just keep it relatively streamlined with this, but having those nice pieces would really bring that final like level to it. So all right, so we've both taken our actions. I'll be the starting player this time.
Yeah, okay.
And we'll see if Regal's going to try and get in on that brick or what he's up to. And so the Regal, he just messes with this just a little bit, just enough that you're not sure exactly what's coming up. He's not going for brick, he's going for straw. So that brick is going to stay out there, beckoning all the builders.
Half rounded
down. Yeah, so there was 5, so he just took 2 and left 3 there.
Oh, okay, I got it.
All right, so now we're each going to choose where we're headed.
I shall. No. Decisions. There's only 3 decisions, but it's so
There's
hard.
only 3, yeah. So that's the thing is that the main mechanic of it is relatively straightforward. You can see it's just like, okay, where do I go? Am I playing a card? But you add on to that, like, what's the other player doing? What do they want? What are they trying to get? So I'm playing a fable card. Are you playing your fable card, or are you holding on to it?
No, I'm holding on to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm holding on to it.
All right, so I'm going to reveal my fable card. It is a wolf. And so when you reveal any of the monster cards, there's the wolf and the bridge troll. And we've also unlocked the giant and the big bad wolf and the giant.
Are they in this deck, or are they?
The bridge troll's in this deck.
Okay.
And the big bad wolf.
Okay.
The giant is a new stretch goal, so we don't have those cards yet. So when you reveal one of these, I choose where it's going to go. So I get to choose one location, and if any pigs gather where the wolf is, they are going to lose half their resources. They're going to the wolf will steal all those resources in that area.
Okay.
All right, let's see where we're headed.
Oh, you went for that brick. That's a lot of brick. I guess we could have both went for the brick and equally gotten a good amount of brick.
So that's with the 2-player. You can, there's that calculation too of like, okay, if I go there and you go there.
Okay.
But I considered sending the wolf to the brick, so I went to the woodlot. I figured you were gonna finish that straw house. So since if a player had gone here, the wolf would steal all the resources. Since no players went there, he's gonna leave those. He doesn't care. He's just looking for pigs. Okay, and I'm starting player, so I will do my build action first. I have enough brick. I'm going to pay 2 for my brick floor, and then I will pay 4 for my brick wall.
Okay.
So I've completed a brick floor and a wall, so I will get a draw the top friend card. It is Little Red Riding Hood. I'm going to keep this friend. It says take 2 wolf cards from the Fable deck, and then if a wolf or big bad wolf is played onto my location, I can discard that card without effect. So she's immune to the big bad wolf and the wolf. So I now have Little Red Riding Hood in play, and I get to search for 2 wolf cards. So So be careful out there.
Right.
It's dangerous. I've seen there's wolves in these woods.
Yeah, there's a ton of wolves. Yeah. Question: can I do 2 of 1 action?
You can do the same action twice.
Because I was thinking maybe I should build both of my walls, since I could do that right now. Can I do that right now?
You can do that right now.
Okay.
So
I think I might do that.
So yeah, you can build the first wall, and then you can see which friend you get, and then you can decide if you want to keep that friend, or if you build another wall, you could.
You only get one friend.
You can only have one friend in play at a time.
And once you build a wall, you get a friend.
Once you build a wall, you get a friend.
So there's those.
So let's do that, and then you can draw the top friend card.
The top friend. Is this public knowledge?
This is public knowledge,
okay.
Yeah.
So I got Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
When building, I have the confiscate power, I guess. When building a house section, you may pay part of your build cost by using one resource token of the appropriate type from another player's board.
Great.
So I can take.
So you can be like, hey, help me build this house. I'm a cute cat.
Okay.
Let's build this house together. So you could go ahead and do that if you wanted to build your wood walls. You could just say like, hey, why don't you kick in for this wood wall? And
I think I'm okay right now. I think I'll just build the other wall.
Great. You should may as well use Puss in Boots.
Should I use?
Well,
I guess
Puss in Boots just stays there. You get to use that as many times as you want.
Yeah.
So
I'll use.
So you'll pay that, and then you'll get one change, which I'll just give you from my math because I'm contributing to that house.
Okay, cool.
And you'll draw that wood wall.
And I'll get the wood wall. And I have the choice of getting another friend, right?
So you'll get a look at a friend. A friend always comes into the game when you build a wall.
Okay. And then I can replace him, or I can replace yours.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. But the friend has to go somewhere. So do you?
Okay. So
you can't just discard.
I'm gonna replace my Puss in Boots with Snow White.
Are there bad friends?
Their friends are all, similar power level. There's no friends that are just like, this sucks to have this friend. It's no good. But there are friends, there are friends that do more negative things. They're more situational. Like, oh, in some situations I really want this card. In some situations I really want that card.
So Snow White's the fairest in the land. Everyone at my location must give me a Fable card from their hand.
Trying to get some of these wolves from me, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great. So that was your 2 actions. You got your 2 walls built. You'll become the starting player.
All right.
We'll reload the resources.
Ooh.
Up 5, 4, and 3. Splash in the pot. And we will see where the gather cards go. Where's Prince Regal headed? He is going to get some of that straw. So he wants it. Time after time. So it takes 4 of those straw. And now we will choose. I have lots of wolves. Just a reminder.
You do.
What do you got? You got a wood, and you're trying to...
I'll go with this one. And I am going to play a Fable card.
Okay, the Fable card comes out. He's been holding on to that for a while.
I'm
not sure what this is, but I'm...
How many times have you playtested this since its inception?
I have playtested this game probably at least 300 times.
Okay.
Maybe five.
Between
300 and 500 times.
Is there any times that you stuff's come out of nowhere and someone does something that you don't expect at all?
There was actually in a game yesterday that I was running. There was a double. There's a wishing well which lets you switch places with other players. So 2 players did that. Both played the same card and switched everybody's location, and someone else had a bridge troll, and they all ended up in the same location, and the guy with the bridge troll got to take half of all their resources. So it was like this mega thing that moved the whole board around, and then it actually came out to the advantage of the one guy who was behind, so he got a leg up. There's been a lot of different things, and the game has changed a lot since from the beginning. It started off, this was the central thing, was just the gather of okay, send your guy to a place. You got to choose that mental game of okay, where are you going? And then built on it for a while, it was like a worker placement game. There was a worker placement element of the market, but that was sort of too distracting from the central thing. So I've always come back to this and brought that back to the main focus of the game. Okay, so where you trying to distract me from where you're going?
I am. It's our plan.
Okay.
Ask me questions.
Ask me questions. Okay.
Get your mind off the game.
So I'm playing a Fable. You are starting player, so you'll reveal your Fable first.
Okay, so my Fable is I have the Oracle.
Okay.
And I'm going to, if I'm alone at a location, I may take 1 random Fable from each of the other players' hands.
Okay.
So hopefully I'm not going the same place you are.
Hopefully not. I am gonna send one of my wolves to the brickyard.
Okay.
Okay, let's see where we're going. The straw. Oh,
The
you're
wood.
alone.
I'm alone.
I thought he was going to the brickyard too.
No, that's getting some wood.
Okay. Oh, so
Some-
you have if you're alone or if you're with somebody else. So either way, you're getting one of my Fable cards.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Look at that.
Okay.
I did
well,
not see that.
Nice. Well,
And that's at random too.
I think it's at random.
Yeah, one random.
That's
one
my
random.
only one that I got.
How
so.
much of this you've been working with this a lot? How much has James put into the rules, the changing stuff around? James Hudson,
Yeah. So James
Druid
and his
City.
team, Druid City, and Ian and Doug, they've done some awesome development. So they've taken, when I passed a game off to them, it had some base, the setup, and they've, helped do a lot of the development and design on some new friends and new Fable cards. And and we've worked collaboratively on back and forth on that. But some of the friends were people I had, sort of thought of but hadn't included or sort of defined their power. So it's been really exciting to see that world sort of expand, and they've also made it, really all the Grimm tales brought it in. So before, when I was first working on it, it was just like the Three Little Pigs, that was the main focus, and now it's like got this whole world that's built up of the different things, and so it's really neat to see, like so many different characters come in, and it just feels really full and alive.
And it's a world where all these characters are already have their own stories, already have their own. So it's not something that you have to really worry about with. Do I have to pay to have this character?
Right. Yeah. They're all like really old. They're public domain, so they're way out
public
there.
domain. That was the word that I was looking
And
for.
and they're characters that everybody knows, so it's really fun, being able to introduce these new friends or these things, and people are like, oh yeah, Snow White, I know Snow White, she, and the powers all match sort of what they do. Red Riding Hood gets some wolves, they follow her, and she's able to.
Have you ran into any instances where like, okay, we got to scratch that character because it's not public domain anymore? Or?
I didn't run into that with characters necessarily. I've sort of looked around for a little while. This wasn't serious, but I was like, oh, what about Frozen? That's really popular. That's like strictly Disney,
The Ice Queen.
The Ice Queen. Yeah, you could do something like that. But I like the older characters just fit it better. When I first started prototyping it, I found this awesome art that was like from the old like Three Little Pigs stories from like the 19th century, but it was just new enough that it wasn't public domain, because I was like, oh, this is great. And then when I was playtesting, people were like, I love this art. This is the best thing ever, and had that really classic feel. The art now has gone above and beyond my expectations.
The art is like you're opening up a storybook. And
this is like
these characters pop out at you.
The quality is off the charts. So you consulted the Oracle, stole my guy.
Yeah, I stole your guy.
I'm moving to the field, so we'll collect our resources.
All right.
And you are starting player, so you will build first.
So is my Oracle discarded?
Your Oracle's discarded, yep.
Okay.
Just has one effect.
All right.
And you got my wolf from me.
I did. So the wolf stays out until...
Oh, no, the wolf is gone.
Okay.
Yep, sorry about that. So the wolf didn't find anybody, heads out.
They get placed back into the supply. Oh, the resources get placed back in the supply.
Yeah, the resources.
Okay, I was like, the wolves just keep
going
on prowling.
No. They'll get shuffled back in if we get through the deck, but once they're through, they're gone.
So a lot of wolves are...
There's been a lot of wolves out. There's 4 in the deck, so there's, we've seen a lot of them so far.
Early game,
except for the big bad wolf. We haven't seen, and that's partly due to Red Riding Hood. She brought a lot out early on.
Oh, okay. Cool. So you're first player now, right? I think.
Build?
Did you do your build action?
Oh yeah, right. Well, you're first player next.
Yeah. Ready to go.
I will take. I guess I might as well just take one resource of wood.
Yep.
No, wait, I can't do that. 2, 4. Yeah, 6.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, I'll take one resource of wood. Build my roof. Those fit together so nicely.
They really do. They are a dream. I just actually got this prototype yesterday.
Oh, okay.
James had sent it to Geek Dad, who lives here in Portland, and he had done a review of it.
That's awesome.
Then he was passing it off to me so I could do some demos here at the convention.
Cool.
And
if you ever find you have an extra copy laying around, just send it our way, and we'll play it some more.
Okay, sweet.
I was the first builder of the wood, right? So I got this.
Yeah. You really innovated some.
Yeah, I'm going above and beyond here.
Above and beyond. A wood house. No one ever thought of that.
So is this immediate?
This is immediate. You choose one of those things. You can either get a friend, 2 fable cards, or one of each resource.
Is there a limit on fable cards?
There's no limit on the number of fable cards you can have in your hand.
I will take. I want to see more friends. I want to see more friends.
Okay,
I
yeah.
want to see more friends.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. See what this game has to offer.
Yeah.
It's a Goldilocks, cute little kid eating some porridge.
Just friendly little girl.
Breaking and entering. She's
Breaking and entering.
breaking and entering. Discard to take up to one of each type of resource and one random fable card from an opponent. So I get kicked out of the Three Bears house.
But you rob them.
But I robbed their stuff. Okay.
So you could keep her, or you could kick Little Red Riding Hood out of mine.
Little Red Riding Hood hasn't really been doing much besides take the wolves, right?
Right. She does protect me from the wolves, though.
Oh,
so
okay,
if you do play a wolf, for right now, I'm gonna be safe. But she's not doing much for me right now, so I might get rid of her myself next turn.
I think I will. You don't have any fables right now. I'll replace Snow White with Goldilocks.
Okay.
Have her as a temp, kind of.
Yeah. Just use her
Friendly.
until you get your next wall. And I have a lot of resources, so.
I did that one action.
Oh yeah, you.
Oh no! I took a
resource.
Wood. I took a wood and built.
Yep.
Okay.
So I will build my straw walls. Getting this house going, and I will also gain a new friend for that. It's the Golden Goose. Golden eggs. If you are alone, gain 1 resource of your choice from the supply. Discard at any time to gain 2 resources of your choice from supply. So if I stay alone, I'm gonna keep that one. Not too worried about Goldilocks. I don't think you're gonna catch me with that wolf. So. I mean, maybe you might, but not to get. And then my second action, I'll take a fable. All right.
Okay.
So we'll reload these resources. Oh, bricks.
That's a lot of brick.
That's enough to build my roof there. Let's see where Regal's going. If he's gonna mess with this at all. And Regal's sticking with the straw. He cannot get enough of those fields. Okay. So. You got straw walls.
I'm gonna keep my wolf.
Are you trying? No, you're not playing that yet. So that's the thing. If you only have 1 fable card, I know. If
Yeah,
you're playing it, I know what it's gonna be.
And I know it's like public
Right.
for you. So hello, Refractal Studios.
Let's see.
That eyeball, like emoticon thing, it's creeping me out. Little tiny mouth.
With
big
those
eyes.
big black eyes. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna try and do it. I think this is what's happening. Okay, I'm not playing a fable card either.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna play a fable card. Change it up. All right, I'm gonna play another friendly game. If we're together, take 2 resources of your choice from each opponent at your location. Are
Okay.
you going to the woodlot?
I'm going to the brick,
Of course
actually.
you're not going to the woodlot.
Oh.
You finished your house.
Also, he has no resources for you to take.
I don't have any
Well, this one I get at the end of the gather phase. So after you finish
Oh,
your hard work of
okay.
gathering those, I would
Okay.
steal some, but I obviously am really bad at this game.
So the reasoning behind the brickyard was I thought you were going to go there and build your roof,
So you were blocking.
and so I was blocking you
Yeah.
and
Right.
only allowing you to have 3.
Right.
See, I was thinking though that he was thinking that you were going to go to the brick, so he would go to the wood, and I called his play.
Great, exactly. And I
What do that?
was thinking I wanted to be alone for my golden goose to get a free resource.
Well, you are.
I am alone, but then I threw in my fable card at the last minute, which is with them together. So that one I kind of messed up on that play, but I did work it out here. But you did get that 6 bricks, so that.
Refractal Studios asked, what are the general rules? You want to go over like really quickly what we're doing? We are. Let me see if I got this actually.
Yeah. Why don't you?
So what we're doing is we're part of one of 4 little pigs, right?
Yeah.
Not 3 little pigs, 4 little pigs.
4 little pigs.
Who had the one-off child, like the weird little.
Oh, we're all nieces and nephews.
Okay.
Those 3 little pigs lived on for a long time. Had
Okay.
a bunch of children. You know,
Okay.
we're their like.
So it's not like the
descendants.
3 Musketeers where there's actually 4 of them.
No, there's not the 4th one that comes in that's sort of like, or like in the Lord of the Rings, where you can. I don't know if you played that cooperative game, but
No, I
there's
haven't.
it's up to 5 players, and you can play Fatty Bulger, who was the hobbit who almost went with them and when they left the Shire, but he got too scared, and he's like, I'm staying in the Shire. I'll tell people what happened to you guys.
So we're one of 4 little pigs.
Yep.
And we are going around to each of the different resource areas, the fields, forests, brickyards, and trying to gather resources to build houses. and the first one to build 3 different houses wins, or 3 houses in general wins. Fables and friends are here to either help you or deter you, and we're kind of racing against each other's clock to build houses. That's about the gist of the game, right?
That's pretty much it. Yeah. So the main gameplay is in the choosing where you're going to gather your resources. That's sort of like where we're double thinking, getting in each other's heads about, you think I'm going here, I think you're going there. And so we choose the gather cards in secret, and then we can add on Fable cards, or friend cards will give us bonuses if we're alone or with other players, which sort of modify the reasoning and what our strategies might be.
And Refractal Studios, it's on Kickstarter right now as the Grimm Forest. Kickstarter, we would have a command, but our bot is on our other computer. But there should be a command that's !Grimm, but you can look it up on Kickstarter and see how awesome they're doing on it.
Yeah.
What is it now? 200 or not 200? 190? Is that what?
Yeah, 195. We just unlocked Pinocchio. As one of the friend cards.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, the bot is not there. But thank you, Lo. You got it there. And also, if there was Think 12 Games, which is Sean Epperson, with partner with Badger, which was just here.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Making
nice. Totally.
And more games. They got a booth in there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Super excited about it. Okay.
So we just did this. I'm the first player.
This is why it takes so long for us to play a game usually.
Totally. Hey, you got time to talk, interact with the people. I love it. Oh, thanks for the link there. Hello. So I'm going to build my wood walls. And it's going to grab me a new friend. Whenever you build the walls, you'll get a friend. It is Cinderella. After gather cards are revealed, I have the magic coach. Rush on over to your gather location and take 2 of the resources before any other players move to any locations. You may still collect resources as normal. So she just gets there a little bit ahead of everybody else.
Okay.
Gets a couple bonuses.
So horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and discard my golden goose to gain 2 resources. I'll eat that goose up.
Okay. If you were to want to replace mine, could I discard mine at any time?
Yes.
So I could discard mine before you replace it?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I'm not discarding yours.
Okay.
I don't want you to steal my resource. I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 bricks here, and I will have Cinderella in there. My second action, I will go ahead and grab one of these Fable cards.
Cool.
Does Cinderella arrive before the wolf?
Cinderella. So that's a great question. Cinderella does arrive before the wolf and takes those resources.
Horses are faster than wolves, apparently.
Wolves.
Pumpkin-drawn carriages.
Yeah.
Or pumpkin carriages. Actually, this is her before she right. Cinderella was the one with the glass livery.
Yeah.
In the pumpkin.
Yeah.
thing.
So, and I think you can see the little mice. There's little mice in there that you have. They're little mouse helpers that were her coachmen.
Okay, cool. So you did your stuff.
I did my stuff.
I've got brick.
You've got brick.
I'm going to just spend. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna spend 2 and build a base of a brick house.
Great. And you get 1 more action.
I'll take a Fable out of there. Maybe I'm gonna play the wolf. Maybe I won't. I don't know.
We'll see. So we'll take our characters back, and we have 5, 4, and 3. Okay, is Prince Regal going to keep hitting that straw? No one can finish their straw houses. Prince Regal's.
Oh, there's plenty of stuff there for a straw house.
Going to the brick.
Okay.
So he's just going to take half. He's switching up his game.
This is something special about the 2-player version. That there's the prince that is running around stealing stuff. I guess hoarding resources. He's not doing a very good job.
He's just kind of a mischievous little
the usurper.
Prince. Yeah, he's
not doing a very good.
He's not the most efficient builder, but he's running around trying to get some resources. It takes a little bit from each area.
Just he'll start to build a building, and then rioters or something will
knock it down.
Yeah.
Or he just gets distracted and has to go to the royal gardens and just plays around for a while. He's just messing with the professionals here a little bit, but not too much.
Professional pigs. Yes.
Okay. We are professional pigs. You are going to be the starting player this round. We're going to choose where we're headed. I am.
Okay.
So let's see.
Oh, yeah, right.
All that straw.
That's a lot of straw.
So I think we maybe Goldilocks. I got that rule wrong a little bit. Goldilocks is the start of the gather phase. So before we choose where we're going, you have to decide if you want to do breaking and entering.
Okay.
So there's a slight restriction on that.
So you could have discarded mine. I see.
Yeah, so I could get rid of her. So you have to decide if you're going to use her right now. Which I do have all the resources and a Fable card, so you would get maximum benefit from her. And you can think about like, oh, am I going to build a new wall this turn?
One of each type of resource and one random Fable card from an opponent. I think I might do that, yeah. I might do that.
Okay, he's going to break and enter, so not to advise you to steal from me, but, and I only have one Fable card.
All right. Can I choose to use that?
You can choose to use that. That's the start of the gather phase, so now you can use that against me. I know what you have, so I'm not excited about it. I'll tell you that much. Okay, I think I've got this figured out. Okay, here we're going. Hey, Cody. Yeah, I've been listening. If you want to show them, these guys are great. They're from Late Night Tabletop. This is the guy who made.
Yeah, we met at
Zia.
Rose City Comic Con, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
deal. You're good.
We'll see you soon.
Okay.
I think I'm going to play a Fable.
Okay, is that one you stole from me?
I don't
So
know,
you'll
it might
reveal
be.
that first?
It might be, or it might not be.
Ooh.
The Ghostly Whispers. It's a little tree spirit, or a little woodland spirit. It's kind of cool. If you're alone at a location, draw 4 Fable cards and keep 2. Discard the rest.
Ooh.
It's a lot of Fable cards.
It's a lot of Fable cards. That might
If
get
I'm
you
alone.
that big bad wolf. Okay, if you're alone, are you going to be alone? Let's see. You're okay. I thought your wolf was going to that field.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so it's all right. You get some straw. I'm not too worried about it. And you are alone, so you get Ghostly Whispers. I rush here and get my resources first,
Okay, yeah, you're Cinderella.
but there's nobody else going there.
Okay, so I'm gonna just take all these things.
You take
Is
them
there
all.
is there any order in which to do this? Do I have to take these first and then do the? That's at the end of the gather phase.
End of the gather
End
phase,
of the
yeah.
gather
So
phase.
all the cards will have specifications on there of when that actually will happen.
So before we do at the end game, before we do the sturdiest of buildings, it's a count for how many resources we have. Is that the other
so
tiebreaker?
at the end game,
Or-
the game ends at the end of the round if someone has 3 houses complete. If we both have 3 houses complete, then it's going to be the sturdiest house.
Okay.
Whoever's built the
No,
sturdiest
so
house.
extra resources don't do anything.
Extra resources will not matter. The second tiebreaker is who has the best first builder award.
Oh, okay.
So if you're the first builder, if we both build brick houses, but I built mine first,
Oh, okay.
then I would be the sturdy.
Okay.
Are you wondering if you're going to go into your second straw house? Is that what's...
I don't know. I might.
You got a lot of straw there. So you got Ghostly Whispers.
Yeah. So at the end of my gather phase, if I'm alone, draw 4 Fable cards, keep 2, discard the rest. How many cards are in that Fable deck? It looks large.
I believe there are around 32 cards in the Fable deck right now. It's pretty well sized. I played a 4-player game yesterday and we got just about through it. But the Kickstarter, we've already unlocked, at least 10 new Fable cards, I feel like, and there's going to be some multiples of some of those. So there'll be a lot of variety. You can mix and match to, if you want a few more of the cards that have like some heavy take that or effects on other players, or if you want a little bit more friendly game, you can switch it up. There'll be a couple different like recommended modules.
This is something that I could see having more, maybe extend outside the fairy tales and go into, I don't know exactly what would be public domain and into like not Grimm but other.
Oh yeah,
other
we could
story
bring
books.
Sherlock Holmes into it,
Yeah.
or Dracula. Who knows what we're gonna get in there? But yeah, we definitely got some fun expansions sort of ideas in the works. So it's a pretty cool big open world. All right, you're choosing your 4.
Yeah, I picked.
This Ghostly Whispers will be discarded.
I picked these 2, I think.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull our guys back, reload the resources.
Okay. And I discard these ones, or do I put them back?
You will
And discard the rest.
discard the rest.
So do I show you which ones?
They will be discarded face up, so
Okay.
I'll know a little bit about what
Okay,
you're
so-
keeping and what you're discarding.
I'm discarding Powerful Friends.
Okay.
Steal 1 build action from everyone that's at your location.
Okay.
Or steal 1 build. What?
Action, yeah. So you get, if that would mean I'd have 1 less build action.
Oh, okay. Of the 3 actions you could do.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm discarding a wolf.
Wow, that's so
Just
sweet of
cardio,
you. That
yeah.
actually makes me worried that you might have a bigger wolf.
I don't know.
So Refractal Studios gathering is simultaneous reveal. So you all choose at the same time, flip them up, and then you will all gather at the same time.
It's the fables that manipulate that
The
in a
fables-
way, because like you have Cinderella that lets you gather first.
Yep.
So if we both went to the forests, you had Cinderella, you would get the 4, I would get nothing.
Well, she just gathers 2 first. She gets
Oh.
2 right away,
And
and
then I
then we'll
just-
split. So
okay.
so you get 1 and I get 3.
Yeah, okay.
It'd be a pretty good.
It would be a
deal.
pretty good deal, yeah.
So yeah, the simultaneous reveal, but then there's timing within that of some fable cards will affect it. First, that this happens before, this happens after, so it manipulates that.
Okay, so I still have my 2 build actions. to do,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So I'm gonna build the top of my
Innovative builder
thing
over
I make
here.
right here. So that's 6,
Yep.
and there we are.
And you will get the
Do I get
innovative builder.
Oh, okay.
So you can choose
Which
friend, fables, or resources.
I don't have a friend.
Yeah.
I have no
yourself-
friends.
No, you have friends.
Thumbelina, winged friends. After the gather cards are revealed, once a turn, I may take your unused gather card, choose one at random, and move to that location. Okay, so she uses her little sparrows.
Yeah, just to get
Just to-
around, help you
to
get some.
move.
You know, if you end up somewhere with a monster, or you're
Or
with
with
me
you.
and you don't want to be
Yeah,
there, you
okay.
know.
Sounds good.
Yeah, if you don't want Cinderella, you're like, Cinderella, you took most of the loot. I think you have one more action too, because you just built your roof.
Oh, right, I do.
Man, this is looking grim.
I will, I'll build the wall. No, I won't. Yes, yeah, I will build the walls
Okay.
of this. Take a look at one of those friend cards. Correct?
Yep.
And I could maybe replace
Mine.
Cinderella.
Yeah. you
This
could.
is Rumpelstiltskin. I don't know how much better he would be. At the end of the gather phase, he has a skill called Master Craftsman. Convert one of your straw tokens into brick or wood. Discard Rumpelstiltskin at any time to convert all your straw to brick or wood.
How good is that?
Do I want to have the ability to move around freely? Or you not having Cinderella? I'll give it to you.
Okay, great.
You're Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah. I feel like you're pretty bad off right now.
Oh, you think you're doing all
I
right
think
there?
so.
Huh?
I think I'm doing great.
Okay, great.
I'm a little cocky. Right
I
now.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, you know what I'm gonna do is I will go ahead and discard Rumpelstiltskin right away.
All right, whatever.
I'll convert all my straw into brick.
You want him anyways.
I have 5
Oh.
brick
Oh.
now, so I get 2 brick back, and
Oh,
I'll
no.
get 1 extra brick and just pay 6 and get the brick roof.
Oh. Oh no.
So
Okay.
I am now the innovative builder for brick.
You had that in mind all along.
It was a mental game. I tricked you into giving me the Rumpelstiltskin the whole time. I do not have a friend, but I think I'm going to grab 2 of these Fable cards because I'm going to need them to outwit you in this potentially last round.
I see.
Because you're getting pretty close.
I'm getting pretty close.
Okay, so that's the end of the.
Oh, maybe I should take in Rumpelstiltskin because I have barely any bread.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was you
All
could have
right.
gone anywhere and ended up with 6.
Okay. Well, I have a lot of
Many
fables here, so there's a
That's
lot of
true.
stuff that could happen.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Gather,
So,
gather.
gather, and you just need 5 brick to win.
Dude.
Okay. Well, I know what I need to do.
Get straw.
I do need to get straw. That's true. That's a part of my plan.
Okay. What? Let me see what I got here.
Oh, it's a tough choice because if I go there, I can stop him from winning. But if he doesn't go there, then I can get more resources and win. And I know that card that he stole from me. Okay. Okay, I think I can do this. Oh, but
You
you've
don't
got
have any.
Thumbelina.
I've got Thumbelina.
Okay. Okay. Gotta do it. I'm in.
Okay. I'm playing one.
Okay, you flipped yours first.
All right. I flip the Fable first.
Yep. The
Bridge
bridge
straw.
I
I
know.
put it on the fields.
Okay,
Put
he's
it on the
going to the
fields.
fields. I have the little helpers. If you are alone at a location, gain 2 extra actions during the build phase.
Oh, dang.
So let's see if these little helpers are going to work.
Little dwarves.
Little dwarves coming out to help me. All right, you ready to see
Yeah,
where
I'm ready
we're
for
going?
this.
Okay.
This is different. I actually went to the straw, but I'm gonna move.
Okay, you're gonna move.
I'm gonna move.
Oh, am I gonna stay alone? So Thumbelina moves. You will do it at random. So you'll grab your Fable cards that you didn't use, shuffle them up, and she's gonna
Or
send
the gather cards.
the gather cards. Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, I'll use the Fable cards.
That'd be interesting to play with random Fable cards.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Don't go to the brickyard.
Which one should I choose, Steven?
Bottom.
This one?
Bottom.
Oh.
The brickyard.
You blocked down both locations. Well done, well done. Okay, so we'll each get 2 brick. My little helpers aren't going to show up because they're scared of other people.
We each get 2 brick?
We each get 2 brick, and 1 brick will remain.
Oh, okay.
Bridge Stroll doesn't do anything because no one was there to gather resources. We'll reload these. Lots of
So
resources.
this 3 goes away. Oh, no, that 3 stays
those are
there,
just reloaded right away. So sorry if that was confusing.
No,
for
I
anybody
got
watching.
it. I got you.
Okay, so I am the first player. I'm going to. Oh man,
I got for Fable still.
Oh, I do have the Brick Innovative Builder Award, so
You do.
could come in handy as a tiebreaker if I can pull this off.
How would it help because he has 2 of them?
Oh, that's a good question. I
Yeah,
believe
that
it's I believe it's whoever has the strongest one, but we could make a case for whoever has the most in a 2-player game. So the 2-player game we haven't. That's a good question that we should maybe
Okay.
that might be.
This is something that's still in the works.
Still
too.
in the works.
This
This
variant is.
This is the 2. It's pretty ironed out, but the Innovative Builder Award is the tiebreaker. Is a relatively new thing, but that's a good question. You have 2, so the argument could be made. I'm gonna draw a Fable card.
Oh right, we still got stuff to do, right?
And I will. I wish I'd gotten another friend card. I will draw a wood.
Okay. Okie doke.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Okie doke. You have wood. You have a lot of wood. I think I might. The only thing I have to do is brick.
That's all you need.
All he needs is straw.
Yeah. I will take the 1 brick.
Just get that 1. So even if you get half those, you're gonna be doing all right.
Yeah, and then I'll get the Fable card. Another Fable card.
Okay.
Just to see how
Just to see.
just to see what's in there.
Okay. Well, and it's good to have that ammunition just in case you need it. Okay, so the resources are reloaded. You will be starting player.
Okay.
This should probably be the last round, unless I can do something really cool. Okay.
Okay. I think you're knowing.
You think I'm known?
I think you know what's going on.
I think I know what you're doing. I definitely know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing. We'll see.
Okay.
No
I got a
you got a Fable
I
card?
got a Fable card.
Okay, so you'll flip your Fable first.
Second bridge stroll. Is there supposed to be 2 bridge strolls in
There are definitely supposed to be
There's
2 bridge
strolls
strolls.
in there.
You're not supposed to have both of them.
Was it not
No.
supposed to have?
Just in
You-
my
only-
for my
only one
plans to
bridge,
work. For my
only one
plans
bridge
to work. So I have a Knight at the Tavern. When revealed, draw 1 friend card per player.
Okay.
Pick one to
We're out of
yourself,
friend
and then
cards.
randomly distribute the rest to other players.
Okay.
If I'd only gone to the other place.
I don't know where you went either.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the Fairy Godmother. I will give you Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
So Thumbelina's gone.
Okay. So I can't do the same game that I played last
You
time.
cannot do the same. Hopefully you were trying to do that.
Yeah, that was definitely right. I think Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, and then we will flip our gather cards. You are in the brick. You gotta be, and I'm in
I
the
gotta be in the
straw,
brick.
where I gotta be. Okay, so you'll get all that brick. I will get all this straw, but then I have to give you half. The bridge troll, all players at a location with a bridge troll must give half of all the resources they gathered this turn. Here you go.
Okay.
Okay.
But still, you're doing swell.
I'm
You can
doing all
take
right.
one resource.
Yeah, you take one resource and
Oh, but
But I
that
need to
takes
build.
two.
Oh, you
here.
need to. Oh, yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
3 resources. But you didn't you have one where you could do an extra resource?
So
do
the
extra
fairy
build?
godmother, I didn't get that extra build. That was last turn. The little
Oh,
helpers who
yeah.
blocked me. Fairy godmother at any time discard her to turn up to 3 fable cards in your hand into resources of your choice.
Oh.
So let's see. What are you doing on your turn?
Dang. Start of the what do I got? End of the gather phase. Because this would this still trigger?
Yeah, but it's if you're with other players, right?
May steal 2 resources from the player. Okay, I didn't know what it was, but yeah.
I should have
Okay.
gone to the brickyard. If I'd gone to the brickyard knowing that Robin Hood was there, I could have stolen from you. I don't know. if it
Okay,
would
3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 here.
work. Okay.
I'm gonna build that top. Does that trigger end game? Or is that the end right there? Or do you have
I get to take the rest of my turn.
you take the rest of your build actions?
Yeah.
Okay, there's that.
Steal anything from them?
Can't steal.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's not too much else. I mean, you could build a straw floor or brick floor.
I could.
But yeah, at that point, you pretty much have triggered the end game. So
I can't build. Because what I got 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't build the floor and the.
you only
and
have one
the
more action.
wall at the
so
same
yeah,
time?
you can't
Okay.
build. Oh, to get another friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Goldilocks shuffle back in there and steal.
But I already built my wall. I'll do another brick floor. I
Yeah,
don't know
just
what
get the
that's
sturdy, just to get the sturdy floor.
sturdy floor. Yeah.
Okay, so I will spend this 6 wood to build my wood roof, and then maybe I'm not the best builder. And I will discard my fairy godmother to discard my fable card, gaining a straw, spend 6 straw, build my straw roof.
All right.
It's a tie game.
So now it's pretty much. So we don't know how to.
I don't know.
Continue.
So
He has a ton of extra resources, a floor, 2 first builder awards, a bunch of fable cards.
you would think he was the okay. I'll be the scrappiest builder. You can be the master builder.
I don't.
I think yeah. So that's a tiebreaker in the 2-player game to yet be determined. I think since you got 2 of the builder tokens,
Okay.
that would probably in my
Okay.
book be, and then the next tiebreaker would be resources. So
Okay.
I would say that you are the winner, Spencer.
And I have the base too.
And you have the base
I
and the
got
brick
a
house.
nice.
You got-
You're gonna have a good foundation.
Well, and that's,
Yeah.
you know, in the mini iterations, it used to be like, okay, who's got the most total house sections, which you have more than me. And
Oh,
then
okay.
the tiebreaker was also resources.
Okay.
Fable cards in hand could be a tiebreaker. I'm pretty proud that I brought it back. and got
Yeah,
the
you
house
did
finished.
bring
That
it back.
was
That
a-
was great.
That was a hustle.
Look at how smooth that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that with the stylus.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. This is on Kickstarter. Load posted a link up there earlier in the thing. They're at killing it.
Yep.
They're at killing it.
We're at killing it.
You just
Hashtag killing it.
unlocked Pinocchio. What you were saying?
Pinocchio is a new friend. Before you choose your gather cards, you have to say where you're going, or you
Oh.
say where you're going. I'd be
Can't
like,
lie.
Can't
Right,
lie.
Yeah.
If you are telling the truth, you get 2 extra resources.
Oh, so you can't lie. You can't lie.
So, but you
Okay.
get a bonus if you tell the truth. You know, it's
Okay.
so I'd be like, hey, I'm going to the brickyard, and that just adds the mental game of you're like, well, okay, now he
Maybe
gets 2
he's
extra if he's
not.
going to the brickyard. So it adds that like element of really fun like table talk that you can do normally. You can be like, oh man, I know you're going to the forest. You
Yeah.
probably want that wood, but it adds that little wrinkle to it. So.
That sounds fun. Is
Yeah.
there anything that's out there that hasn't really been talked about too much that you want to talk about, or that you can talk about?
There's nothing that I'm
I'm
publicly able to talk about at this point, but there
maybe
is.
once we turn the camera off.
Once we
can
turn
talk
the
about
camera off, we might be able to mention some of those things. There's a few things that I'm really excited. We have a couple stretch goals that we have, in reserve for if the campaign gets high enough that we're gonna
That's cool.
unleash. That's gonna be pretty great. So there's been some nice.
That's awesome. I'm really enjoying the artwork of the different the different regions, I guess, that you guys are making.
Definitely, that's really is awesome. It's gonna be so great because that also is linked up to the player color, so you'll have your own like, ooh, I'm in Snow White's land and building like in her area, and then your player color matches that. So
Would you get like a bonus if you had like the Snow White Fable or the Snow White Friend, I guess?
We've talked about that a little bit. It's nothing official, but I could definitely see some variants or some ways like that where you have like
maybe get a little extra bonus because you're helping out.
You get an extra bonus. You could potentially start with that friend, or if you get that friend, you get a bonus, so there's something. So they'll probably
just like an extra like little like aside on the bottom that says like start with Snow White or like start with so many resources or something.
Yeah, those will probably be player variants that they can make up post on BTG, but there's definitely a lot of options there with that. So building that out right now, it just adds a great aesthetic touch to it, and gives that extra flavor. But it's fun to have some sort of asymmetrical starts or a little thing like that. So I could see that coming along.
And I know this is all about Grimm Forest. Grimm Forest is, like we said, killing killing it. You also have a Kickstarter that's fulfilling really, really soon.
Really soon.
Really, really soon.
I do, yeah. My first game, March of the Ants, and it's the expansion. We just did a Kickstarter almost a year ago, so it's taken a while to fulfill. We were hoping to be out in March, and I was actually hoping to be done in January. I was like, oh, we're way ahead of schedule, and then one thing led into another, shipping and delays and manufacturing. So, but it's here. It's in the U.S. And being at this convention, a lot of local people have backed me and supported me. So they're like, hey, where's March of the Ants?
Like, can you just like bring it to us? Like, get no shipping.
So I don't have any of my copies yet either. If I had it, that would be great. I'm probably gonna do like a local sort of release party for people here. But yeah, that game will be out in retail in May. Hopefully, be shipping to backers here in the next week or so. You can check out our website, weirdcitygames.com. There's some pre-orders there. And yeah, really excited for people to get their hands on the expansion of that. It adds a lot of new.
I like the little meeples that you unlock during the entirety of the campaign. Those are great.
Definitely, yeah. There's the spider, praying mantis, ladybug. So yeah, they turned out pretty awesome. So I think it'll add a little more depth to the meadow.
That's cool.
Yeah,
definitely. We haven't played that one in a while, and we need to get it back out.
As soon as we get a copy, we should go through it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Totally, yeah, and maybe I'll try and roll up and we can sit in on one of your games up there sometime. That'd be fun.
You said you had folks up there you knew, so
yeah. I'm from Olympia originally, so that's right in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for checking this out and playing the 2-player game with me. It was a close battle there.
Was that the first time the 2-player variant was played on that?
On live stream, yeah. This is the first time that it's been showcased. So, and I've definitely people been sort of curious about it, and for me, it's like there's really those like, okay, there's only with 3 or 4, there's more people moving around, so you can still evaluate and you're still doing that guesswork. But with 2, it's like I only need to figure you out, but you're trying to figure me out. So it's really that like tense, like.
I could see where there's still like some ironing out to do with like the victory conditions.
Yeah, the end game scoring, we're definitely doing a little bit of tweaking there, and do some like final stuff on that. But it's, I think in general it does a good job of playing the same game as with like 3 or 4 players. Which some games it's hard to translate like what it is to be like, oh, this is with less people. You have to add a bunch of different rules, and this you just have Prince Regal stealing a little bit.
Yeah.
And, maybe tweak the end game slightly, but.
It's really cool. It's
Awesome.
It's a great experience, even not just a great game, good experience, because it's something that like stories that we all know.
Totally.
Stories that we all grew up. Well, I'm assuming that we all grew up with.
many people grew up with. Yeah, totally. It's like, oh, I've had the fairy godmother came in the end and was able to grant me a straw and like got my house finished, and like you're able to use, and all these fairy tales are blending together in different ways. So it creates this awesome patchwork story.
Well, thank you again for showing up and hosting us kind of at like a table.
Totally. Well, it's not my table, but we found a great spot.
We found a great table.
Hopefully, looking forward to the rest of you guys' Game Storm coverage.
Yeah, we'll be walking the con floor probably and talking to a few more designers.
Nice.
We'll hopefully be having games on Kickstarter soon.
Yeah.
And Badger's here doing stuff for Think 12 Games, so we'll be talking to Badger soon, which will be awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks so much. Late Night Tabletop.
Cool. We're gonna go probably offline now while we figure out what to do next. But until then, we will see you guys on shortly. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
I can't hit the stop button.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
There we go. Maybe did I hit the stop button? No, it's still going.
Still going. We're live.
It's still going. We're still live. The stop button is so small. No, it's just not stopping. You guys had to deal with us.
Forever streaming.
Yeah, we're
This is
streaming
just
forever.
Gamestorm,
Just us.
24/7, man.
Yeah.
Non-stop party. We'll do.
Can you just close OBS?
I could just close OBS, but then it'll get rid of all the cool settings that I have set up.
True.
Yeah.
It'll work.
I guess I
We can
could
make it
just.
work.
Oh, there we go. OBS is active. Stop and exit. Forever streaming. We'll be forever streaming, Sean. We'll be back
Thanks,
shortly.
Ring 12s.
Thank you.